Hey, shalom, shalom. We the Gary, Indiana camp. Gonna do a quick, just a quick video through the spirit power of Yahweh Shem Shai.
Okay.
Before we open up and give all praises and glory and honor to
Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Kakadash.
double honors to our apostles and our elders of Great Millstone that root well. Peace and salutations to all the Akim out here teaching this truth and sincerity. All right, go ahead, brothers. You got it.
There you go. All right, like the brother said, he opened up. GMS branch, Gary, Indiana, coming at you with another live show. Hey, the brother Yahweh Sop, he's finna open up. Brother Scripture, go ahead.
This is
Hey, brother,
I got
you got sound?
Yeah, we got.
You got sound? Yeah, what's up, brother? Go ahead.
This is Isaiah chapter 24, starting at verse 1.
Go ahead.
Behold, Yahweh maketh the earth empty, and maketh it waste.
And this is the trouble, the day of Jacob's trouble. Hey, hey, Clark, can you get that? Isaiah, Jeremiah 37.
It's Jeremiah 30. You want me to start up a little bit?
You can start one verse.
Jeremiah 30 and 6. I'll start at 5.
Here's what I found.
Go ahead.
Jeremiah 30 and 5. For thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ask ye now, and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail.
Damn, every hand on his loins. That means he's in terrible pain. You know, go ahead.
And all faces, or so like as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. But
When people's faces are turned to paleness, that means they're like almost like they're dead. When you're dead, your face is pale. You know, your blood stops circulating. Go ahead.
it says, but he shall be saved out of it.
God. He is the elect. The ones that worship Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, and the ones that do his will.
If I may land back when you said because their face were pale, basically that was fear.
Yeah.
You know, that they had on the, you know, because of that time, you know, a dreadful time.
That's right.
But you know, even though it was, you know, it wasn't like what it seemed, you know, off sight. Because what did it just say? It said, "But he shall be saved out of it." You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get saved up out of it, man. Regardless, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, how the way they felt. The Lord gonna come and deliver them. Y'all got us left.
Yeah, okay.
This is Isaiah chapter 24 and 1 again. Behold, Yahweh maketh the earth empty, and maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down, and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof. Verse 2, it shall be as with the people, so with the priest, as with the servant, so with his master, as with the maid, so with her mistress, as with the buyer, so with the seller, as with the lender, so with the borrower, as with the taker of usury, so with the giver of usury to him.
So the Lord gonna make the day of Jacob's trouble come upon everybody upon the earth. Alright? Exactly what the brother just read. Alright, go ahead.
Verse 3, the land shall be utterly empty and utterly spoiled, for Yahweh has spoken this word.
Yep.
The earth, what is it?
If a brother can get Sirach 6 and 22, if you may, go ahead.
Verse 4, the earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world,
The earth mourneth and fadeth away. Go ahead.
the world languisheth and fadeth away.
The language of it means weaken. So the earth, what? The purpose of the earth is to yield its fruit, and to give us shelter, all right, and oxygen and shelter, and sustain our living. So the Lord is not going to cause the earth to sustain. The Lord is not going to cause the earth to sustain our living in that day. All right, so living is going to be so scarce. He's going to be the God of destruction in that day. Go ahead.
The haughty people of the earth do languish.
The haughty people, the proudful people of the earth do languish. Not the humble, but the proudful, the haughty. Go ahead.
Basically, what do that language mean?
Kind.
They gonna mourn.
Weaken.
Yep.
Mourn, weaken. You know, that's what the Isaiah 24 goes. He got 24. Can your brother get that second Ezra 20? Sirach 6 and 22.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is second Ezra that you wanted. Suddenly the sown places.
That's second Ezra. Sirach.
You got it.
You're right. Second Ezra 6 and 22.
Yeah. This is second Ezra 6 and 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown.
So sown places. Sown means gather. You know, sown means to heap unto. You know, shall appear unsown. Go ahead. That's the pieces, the places that have the food and storage and victuals and supplies. They're gonna appear unsown, like your supermarkets, your Menards. Go ahead.
If I may add, the food that we're getting right now is from last year's harvest. This year harvest they barely got anything because we know what they was doing with far as like bombing the plants.
There's other destroying.
Literally purposely destroying the plants. While on the flip side, these rich ass people with money like Billy Boy, and they was buying up all the farmlands. You know what I mean?
And then also setting up a militia. You know what I'm saying, to protect them. You know, for when the time of Jacob trouble really hit. You know, it's gonna be hell out here, man. You know, shit, because they purposely doing this so they can further, the NWO. You know.
Continuing on, it says the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty.
The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty.
Oh, Salakia, real quick. We just said that through the Spirit. Why? It's gonna be found that way because they actually purposely setting it up to be that way, man.
Absolutely.
You know, I just heard it other day. They was on purpose burning up a food storehouse. You know what I'm saying? Storage for I forget what it was called, man, but right here in America. They burnt it to the ground, man, and watched it burn, man.
Walmart distribution down there in that.
Yeah.
Passover, the day of the Passover.
Yeah. And that's not the only one. They've been doing this, man, because they trying to push the agenda, what they really want done. You know, they trying to create a whole new world. You know.
Yep.
It says 2 Ezra 6 and 23, and the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid.
What's that trumpet? The trumpet is the plague in Revelations, man. When he gives a sound, every man shall be suddenly afraid. Why? Because another plague is coming up upon the earth. Go ahead.
Hold on. I got a precept. Because what it say? They say men's hearts shall be failing them, and for nothing. You know, because of a fear, man. That great fear when they see the Lord, man. Their hearts is going to be just failing them, man. You know, because why? Because that last trump. The last trump that's blown, that's going to be the end. You know, and that's the time that we in right now, man. We at that time when the Lord finna come and blow that last trump. The angel gonna blow it. You know? And all of these people, they gonna see the Lord. And that's when that really great fear is gonna fall on them, man. And all these people gonna be fucking dying off of heart attacks and strokes. You know? They wasn't prepared for that, man. They not ready for that in their minds, man. Why? Because the God of this world, has had them blind all this time, man. Hey, the men of the Lord been blowing the trumpets all this time. We've been blowing trumpets every day. Every day the trumpet is being blown, man. A warning has been going out to you, man, to get your house together. Then the Lord, that's what's gonna make it scary, man, because it's gonna be the angel coming to blow that last one, that last trump. Somebody grab that real quick.
I got that precept for you. This is Luke chapter 21.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to start just get to the point. Verse 26. It says, men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory.
That's it, man. That's gonna be something they ain't, wasn't prepared for.
Precept.
Yeah, they used to this, man ruling, this carnal way, but they gonna literally see the Lord coming in His glory, and the angels gonna be with Him. Cause what did the Lord say? He said, "This was my kingdom." He said, "My servants, they will fight for me." You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be the time that we gonna be in. That's the time that we coming up on, man. You know, and all these people, they ain't gonna be ready for that, man. Call Lord Yahweh Shem Shah. Hey, Lord willing, we, with the Lord in that time when it's happening. Go ahead, brother.
My present.
No, I got it.
You got more?
Just wrapping up what Yahweh Shai said.
Mm-hmm.
He said, verse 28, Luke 21 and 28, and when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh.
That's it, man. When you start seeing these prophecies come to pass, man, he said to look up. Well, what are you looking up for, man? Looking up to see the Lord coming in His glory. And he talking about the prophecies. We seeing these different things coming to pass, man. What's going on in the world today, man, with the famine. And that's gonna be a famine of the word, also. What's going on with geopolitics, the MOTB. All of these are end time prophecies. I know it crosses all the brothers' minds, man. On a daily basis, like to see where we at right now.
Oh
yeah. That's why he said to look up. Mm-hmm. And we be looking up too, like, man, cause we don't know, cause he said that we was gonna change in a twinkle of an eye. It can happen like that, cause he said also he gonna speed up the time. You know what I'm saying? For the very elect's sake, it can happen like that. That next week, all of this shit can just crash, man. Hey, what did he say? Was it December the 13th?
Yeah.
No more regular money, paper money. It's gonna be all digital currency.
Yeah.
Look where we at right now. Hey, the Lord, He's showing. Hey, the Lord gave us His clock. You know what I'm saying? The prophecies. We almost up out of here. Hey, this the time, man. Hey, to really just be holding fast. Hey, it may seem like it's gonna take some time, or it's slow or whatever. But man, it's happening. That's why He said, "Wait for it, though it tarry."
It surely will not tarry. It surely will not tarry.
It surely will not tarry. Because it's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
It's going to happen. It's happening right now.
It's like at the brink of the door. Like you don't
Yep.
even know. It's at the brink, like where you don't even know when it's going to happen.
Yep.
It can happen tomorrow.
It's like a woman.
That's irrelevant. You don't know when it's going to happen. 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, 9 in the morning.
But you know that water's finna pop at any moment.
Any moment.
Right, because
That's why you gotta have
contractions,
Contractions.
they speed up. After at first it'd be like every hour. Then it's every other couple of minutes, man, and that's how prophecy is rolling out, man.
Especially as this devil finna ready to roll with the persecution, because that's coming.
Precept.
You still got what you had?
I got another one.
Was it more to that one, though?
Just give us your finish, so I got another.
You got
brothers.
And that was it, man. Yeah,
The brothers had others. He still got.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I want to some.
Yeah, I know.
I had one real quick for me.
Yeah.
Since
You still have the
Isaiah 24. Oh, the second
No.
Ezra.
that second Ezra, come.
I'll jump back to that. So
Because then he had the Isaiah 24.
the second Ezra 6, and we left off at verse.
You got Isaiah 24 when you already had. You said
I
that's
had
a spirit,
that,
though.
yeah.
That's a spirit, though. That's a spirit, though.
Yeah.
That's a spirit.
It said, verse 23, 2 Ezra 6 and 23. And the
Yeah.
trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall suddenly be afraid. At that time shall friends fight one against another like
See,
enemies.
that trumpet is when the Lord gives the dead Jacob trouble, like you just read in Isaiah 30. Jeremiah 30, I'm sorry. Salakia. But I'm saying, like, in Jeremiah 30, that's a trumpet.
Yeah.
That's one of the plagues upon the earth. Not just to America,
Yep.
but it's upon the earth. That dead Jacob's trouble is going to come upon the earth. And then when men hear it, they shall suddenly be afraid. And then what? Men shall fight suddenly. What?
That friends fight one against another like enemies.
Friends fight one against another like enemies. Why? Go ahead.
It said, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein.
Yep.
The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run.
Because,
spring-
Salakia, my bad.
You got it. You got it.
Because man, it's gonna be chaos.
Chaos.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta put yourself there. You know, it's gonna be all types of shit going on, man, and people just gonna be trying to survive. You know, that's why best friends gonna become enemies. You know what I'm saying? Because they trying to make it. Like, nah, fuck that nigga. Nah, fuck that. Fuck you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna get real out here, man.
Yeah.
If I may, real quick, because it showed you a prime example. They showed you in Black Summer.
Yep.
When they was trapped, they were trapped in like it almost looked like a Shoop. If you ever seen a Shoop's burger joint, that shack, they was basically trapped in there, and they was coming up with plots and ideas in order to escape it. And one of them was to sacrifice one person, because in the Black Summer there's zombies and shit. And not to say we're gonna have zombies, Lord knows what the fuck happened. You know, say we Esau shit, but basically, it came down to, you know what I'm saying, them turning on each other like an enemy to find a way out, to escape. Because in that day, all so-called, you know what I'm saying, what these people have on what they stand on Christian principle or morals, if they're not a man of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, if they truly don't fear the Lord, they'll give you up like that to survive.
Yeah, because they might get promised, like, you know, certain, you know, privileges, food.
Yeah, food.
You know what I'm saying?
Because it's like, because of the lack of bread, because of the famine, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna be fighting against one another and try to make it.
It's gonna say that, God.
Yeah.
It's gonna say that.
I think it was in second. Just
You prophesied. It's gonna say that.
16.
Yep.
yeah.
This 16 is a good one. Go right into it.
I got it.
Yep.
Well, let me finish this. This is the last couple verses. Go ahead.
Second just 9 and oh no, so second Ezra 6,
6 and then
24, kind of 24, 25 now. Whosoever remaineth from all these
so whosoever remaineth from all these, go ahead.
that I have told thee shall escape and see my salvation.
Shall escape and see my salvation. So everything we're talking about, whoso remaineth and escape shall see my salvation. Go ahead.
And the end of your world.
In the end of your world. Your world. Is it the end of that verse?
Yeah.
And whose world he's speaking of?
Whose world exactly? Go ahead, explain it out.
Somebody got this world, Esau. And all who's about this world. You know, the world.
Huzzah, that's what I mean.
Like the Lord said, man, Esau is the end of the world and Jacob the beginning of their followers. 2 Ezra 6 and 9. You know? So this is the end of an age.
Right.
And we witness the end of an age and the beginning of a new one. You know?
Yeah, it's everlasting.
Yeah.
It's not going to be like all the other passing ages that translated from one kingdom to the next. It's going to stay Israel on top.
I got a precept.
You got something?
I got a precept.
You got that.
2 Ezra 15 and 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death and destruction. For wickedness have exceeded through the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. So there's a reason why these Lord is bringing all this upon these places, because wickedness, sin. And the man of sin that's running this system, this beast system, which we see Esau, man. You know, he's the vessel of wrath, fitted to be destroyed, man. So in order for our kingdom to come in, destruction must take place.
It said the hurtful works has been fulfilled, man.
Yeah.
You know, this devil, man, the scriptures tells you that the earth mourns when the wicked is in rule, man.
It goes into it.
You got it.
It said, verse 7, therefore said the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. And that's a major reason why, another reason why the Lord is coming back, because, you know, the sign and crying of the elect.
That's it.
And the Lord's remember that covenant that he had with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, just like how he did in Egypt, you know, when our forefathers was crying unto him. You know, the Lord, he came through, and he's finna come through in this time.
Because why? Look, because what they doing, they waking up the other elect. You know what I'm saying? And they once all of them they gathered up, and that's it. And the Lord, he's sealing them up. The elect is being sealed. You know, and then once the election is all sealed, hey, that's it. This place is over with.
And if I may add, we seeing that right now, because
you
see, like the brother Kazak always bring out the Euphrates rivers drying up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You seeing this word, whether, you know, Esau's using Kanye or not, hey, we know at the end of the day, it's really the Lord using them to push forth that word, because he's sealing people, a lot of people being sealed. Some for destruction, and that very few that the elect is being sealed, you know, because the elect is going to come, like, let me inquire and see what's up to this, what Kanye talking about, you know.
Jewish.
They're going to find out the truth, you know.
Because the scripture say you can't do nothing for the truth. You can't do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. You know, regardless of whatever they're trying to do, because you're right, because all it's going to do is push people to, you know, look and see what the hell is going on, what Kanye talking about. Like, oh, you know, and the questions that they ask, do you follow, what they say, you follow, they use that word, you know, black, but we don't identify ourselves as that. We just Israelites, man. We Hebrew Israelites. We're not there's no, you know, such thing of being, there's no such thing of a black Hebrew Israelite. People look into that though, man. People like, what is he talking about? Or people might have already heard it, and they seeing this Kanye saying it now, and they like, yeah, let's see what he's talking about. And they'll look into that, but that's the Lord, you know. He's speeding up the times, like he said he would do, man. He said he would speed up the time for the election's sake, man. Now he's putting it on a bigger stage. You know what I'm saying, for this word to get out there, man. That's all through the Lord, man. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Yeah.
Like it say right here in Job 14:5, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee, thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. So this devil, he cannot pass the certain amount of time that the Lord gave him to rule, man.
That's it, man.
Which is why Revelations 12 gonna come into play, man. That great persecution.
Hey, you see it.
Yep.
And his time is almost up. And he know it. You can get Revelations 12:12. And he already know it. He been knowing it, man. This devil knew that, man. And all through the spirit part, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, we know it. And because the Lord got us doing what? Watching. Because what did he say? Watch, well, let's pray. What are we watching? Prophecy. Look at the time we in right now, man. See? You got it? 12:12? Because, hey, we in that time. Because that's about to happen.
And it must happen.
Yep.
In order for us to get the hell up out of here, this devil got to roll so the Lord can activate the miracles. You know, he got to come. So when we tell you that persecution is coming, you know, yes, you know, the flesh is going to buck up, but hey, we give you the truth.
That's it, yep.
We all going to suffer straits, but the beautiful part about the elect, Lord willing we be those men, we're going to suffer and get the wide. You know, hope for the wide, as the scriptures say, Lord willing. You know, whereas everybody else going to suffer and not going to see the wide. They're going to be destroyed.
Right, because they already trying to get the wide.
Yeah, they think they in the wide right now.
They think they in the way they up in the captivity, you know, in hell, you know, going through the straight gate, still poor, you know, being wicked, man. They're not gonna get it unless they repent.
And what's the wide? The kingdom of the riches, the kingdom of heaven.
Like you say, what's that? Romans 11:7. It said what did it say? Israel have not obtained what they seek it for, but the election have obtained. And basically, that's what Israel looking for, that why, that peace. They ain't gonna get it though, because they trying to go in through the back way, an easy way. You gotta go in through the straight gate. But go ahead, bro.
This is Revelation 12 and verse 12.
Yep.
Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having a great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
That's it, man. This devil, he know, man. He know he only got a short time. A short time for what? You know, he's trying to push his agenda. Ultimately, man, his NWO, his New World Order, man. Because why? He's trying to stay in rulership a little bit longer. If he can, in his mind, he think that he can, basically stay in rulership forever.
Precept.
Offset prophecy.
Offset prophecy.
Yep.
That's what. Hey, the Lord is about to come, man, and disappoint him though. You know, he's gonna get disappointed in trying what he's trying to pull off. It's not gonna happen, man.
I got precept.
Go ahead, bro.
Psalms 49:11. Their inward thoughts is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling place to all generation. They call their lands after their own name.
That's it. Yep.
And that's just all this devil. He
Yep.
wants to prolong his his kingdom, and ultimately he just wanted to steal back the birthright that was never his from the get go.
Yep.
That's all this NWO is about. It's him reestablishing his what he called a pseudo birthright, which we know the promises was given unto Jacob. You know, and he sold the birthright in the get go. For some uncooked food, man.
First sellout.
Showing that he's a damn devil.
That's it, man. You ain't no patience to wait for something that's in life eternal. You know, and it's crazy because that's how 2/3 of our people are too. They ain't got the mentality to just wait. You know what I'm saying? They got
Microwave babies.
microwave, man. They want everything right then and there, man. You know, instead of just waiting for it, man. Yep. Actually, food tastes better like that when it's done right, when it's cooked on the stove.
And you know, those people with that mindset never had shit anyway.
Yep.
You ever know like people that's constantly chasing the bag? I get the money, man. I get the money, but you constantly never got nothing.
It's crazy. I be thinking about that too. Like, damn, how the hell? Nigga, you was having thousands at a time. Like, they have like 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, and then be broke. Just as quick as they got it, as quick as they lose it. Tripped out, bro. Microwave babies, like you said, man. That's how Esau is, man.
That's what I was just gonna say, because the scriptures say whatever, basically with that prince or king, that's how the people are gonna be.
Yep, exactly.
If the vibration,
I got you.
if Esau is in power and is given, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, the entire earth is gonna be in that same vibration. They want it right away, and I could attest. I be on that sometimes too. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to suffer a little bit. You want to get it right away. That fast food, you know what I'm saying? Whether it be online shopping, they make everything so convenient. And that's what they push forth because Esau has that spirit. He didn't want to wait.
But you know, that goes into like, gradualism.
Yeah.
Because that's how a lot of people are going to be deceived and taking the MOTB.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, damn. This devil, man, he slick. Look at what he been having all these people do all of this shit, man, fast. Yeah. You can go on Amazon, order this. You can order food, you know what I'm saying? And what's that, Uber Eats and all of that.
Yeah.
You know, and you get all of this done just clicking shit on your phone, man.
God.
Hey, if I may,
Yeah,
can I get this quick pre?
go ahead, bro.
As Micah 2:10, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
Yep.
Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction.
Right.
And that's why it's so important for us to spiritually detach from this place, to get your mind geared to go full all out, away from, to go really step all out on faith.
That's it.
Because if you really, listen to these people have been conditioning into, this lifestyle. They've been gradually,
Yep.
saying conditioned, whereas the men of the Lord, we training our minds to totally detach. When the system fully, when the Esau fully breaking forth this charagma, we gonna have the mindset to detach because we see what's coming. Whereas these people, they don't see what's coming. So when they catch them off guard, when Esau snatched these goodies away from them, they gonna freak out like, oh shit, give it. It's gonna be like a drug addict. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you, do anything, man. Just give me a fix. You know what I'm saying?
Con, they gonna be like Pookie.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. You know what I'm saying? We're quickened through the Spirit. That's why the scriptures say users of the world, but not abusers. You know what I'm saying? Because they condition you to where, shit, I pay for a lot of shit through Apple Pay. And it's like, boom, tap of a phone, right? But in the back of our heads, it's like, hey, man, when they implement that C to the H to the I to the P, we're not going to give in because we know the judgment that proceeds after that.
Why? Because look, what is the Lord doing though? He prepping his men too. Just like how the world's being prepped, you know what I'm saying, to fall short. The Lord, he prepping us, man, to wait.
Okay.
To wait on him.
Patience.
Patience, man.
Okay.
Is what the men of the Lord are doing, fasting, man. You know what I'm saying? Learning how to have power over the flesh. You go to, what's that, Revelations 3:10? Hey, the Lord gonna keep his men from that hour of temptation, man. You know, because he gonna give us that faith beyond faith over this flesh. You know, we gonna what do you say, overcome. Lord willing, if we are that number, we gonna overcome this flesh.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Because our Father is Yahweh, man. You know?
Precept.
Go ahead, brother.
This is James 1:12.
Get a precept too.
Blessed is the man that endureth temptation,
Mm.
for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life.
Yeah, blessed him that is should be able to withstand that temptation, man. You know? Because basically that's a disciplined soldier of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. You gotta be disciplined in this thing, man. Over this flesh. If you ain't got no discipline over your flesh, man, you ain't gonna make it. What's gonna happen, man, to you?
You're gonna fall.
You know, you're gonna give into the pressure. You know, that fear gonna kick in, man, and take over you. You ain't gonna be able to overcome.
A good example was the jump shot, man.
Okay, yep.
That's the perfect example, right?
That
You're
shows, because that's one thing about the beauty about this hour of temptation. I think one of the elders down in South Carolina was going, North Carolina was going to it, Charlotte. He was saying whatever you put your faith in is gonna be tried.
That's it, yeah.
Whether it's your money, whether you believe in Allah, Buddha, your own strength, you know what I'm saying, your guns, you know what I'm saying. Everybody, every guy believe and trust in something. Everybody's faith is gonna be tested. You're gonna see all the things that you hold as gods. The seed's gonna help you get through these times to come.
Precept.
And let me say that beautiful point. And look, man, the time is running out. If you don't have everything together, at least, you know what I'm saying, fight, you know what I'm saying, to have faith together, man. At least have faith. Because that's going to be the most powerful weapon you can have in the times that's coming. If you ain't got enough rice, enough beans, enough water, or whatever, fuck all, excuse my language, forget all of that, man. The most important thing right now that you need to be storing up is faith. Faith in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. And you know what? The Lord, he give us all of this time That's his through his mercy and grace for us to evaluate ourselves, to examine ourselves, to see if we be be sound in the faith.
Sound in the faith. That we may be ready.
Yeah. All this time, look, you already know where you falling short at. You see where you at as a man of the Lord walking in this thing. You already know where you strong at and where you weak at. You know? And this is the time right now to be real with yourself. You know, hey, time out for trying to be a man pleaser. Time out for that. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord ain't looking for what you call a sucker ass nigga. Cause sucker ass niggas gonna get left in the dust. Real talk, man. The Lord is looking for those who are authentic and that are sincere, who are real, man. You gotta be real with yourself right now, man. You know where you falling short. Pray to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Fast on it right now, man. Wherever you at. Ask the Lord to increase you in your faith. Increase you wherever you falling short at, man. Okay? Because I was thinking about this earlier today, like, damn. December right here. Where am I at? Like, damn, I need to get my shit together. And I ain't even thinking about no extra rituals. I'm thinking about faith. Because that's what we need. Who was reading?
I was.
Go ahead, brother.
James 1:12.
Mm-hmm.
Blessed is the man. James 1:12. Blessed the man that endures temptation.
Yep.
For when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised.
And you know what, man? Cause why? Because man, that man he been fasting and praying, man, to get built up.
And endure.
To endure. Cause man, this flesh is weak. You know, that's why you got to get stronger in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? To overcome this weak ass flesh. Because this flesh will bring you down and kill you. And the Lord been showing us that, man. He been everything before I learned it, man. In the world, man, we see this shit, man. And the scriptures say the wages of sin is death. You know? And people dying every day because of their sinning, man. Because of their flesh. Catering to it, man. We got to get our mind right, man. Get our spirit right, man. Our spirit man right with the Lord, man. Because the Lord, he ain't dealing with the flesh. The scriptures say that no flesh can glory in the presence of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. No flesh can glory in front of the Lord, man. It's going to burn up. The Most High is a consuming fire. So we got to be on that level, man. And we need our power for that, man. Our Lord, man. That's why he's talking about the fighting a good fight of faith. You know, now it's the only way you're going to get it. You know what I'm saying? Having some damn discipline, man, over your flesh. If you ain't going to have it, guess what, man? You're going to burn the hell up with the heathen. Go ahead, bro.
It says, he shall receive the crown of life,
Mm-hmm.
which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of God. For God cannot be tempted with evil.
That's it, man. The Most High ain't gonna tempt you with no evil.
God, it's your own self.
It's your own flesh.
Yep, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's you being weak.
What else? That Romans 12 it says, man is tempted with their own lust. It's this chapter, but it says again. It says, man with mankind. Man, I think it's Romans 1, Romans 2.
It's in Romans 1, because
Yeah,
whatever you desire, and the Lord gonna turn you over into that.
Exactly. Whatever you desire,
Yep.
the Lord gonna turn you over into that. So you gotta desire righteousness.
That's
you know
it.
What I'm saying? You gotta desire righteousness. It's all into desiring the things that's good for you. See, these people in the world, they desire the things that the world offers, but for the men of the Lord, they desire the things. Because what does the wisdom of Solomon say? It says, "If thou desires thrones and scepters, get wisdom. Seek wisdom."
Hey,
So-
cause ooh,
You
beautiful.
got it.
Salaki, go ahead, brother. You got it, brother.
No, it says seek
Yeah,
wisdom because what wisdom bringeth to a kingdom. So if you want a rulership, if you want to see, if I may say, spiritual power to fly and to do all these things and to see all these things, you gotta get wisdom first. You gotta get these things first. And I'll say this, and I've said this recently, but to get these things, to get everything that you desire, you gotta get wisdom first. Wisdom is the first steps, and that's Sirach 19:19. You gotta get wisdom first because wisdom is the first step to be accepted of Him.
Yeah, because the fear of
It's
the
the
Most High.
exactly.
Because
It's the fear.
Yep.
The fear is like the first step to seek Him. Like it's like okay,
because it's bringing you in a judgment mindset,
exactly.
which is a royal mentality.
The royal mentality. And that's the first step. The royal mentality is the first step.
Yep.
And then after the royal mentality, then that's the first step to take you up the staircase to get you to the kingdom.
Because what you trying to do is be in the likeness of your heavenly Father. You got the mindset, because your mindset is different now. You're not like the world. Your mind is just trying to please the Most High.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What can I do to be better? You know what I'm saying? So your mind is always in the scriptures, always, in the spirit, man. You always looking at yourself like, damn, I'm going off. Even when you slip and make a mistake, you be feeling embarrassed. You feel ashamed, like, damn, I did that bogus. I can do better next time. I ain't gonna, do it like that next time. Oh man, I sound stupid. That was dumb. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have did that. You a judge now, man.
I got it.
Go ahead, brother. Your mind is it's on the whole. You looking at everything spiritually now, man, and that's exactly how the way we supposed to live our lives. Through because what did the Lord said? The words that I give you, they are spirit
And that life.
and they are life. You know what I'm saying? And if you ain't living by that, guess what, man? You going off.
Here it comes.
The scripture said, "Lean not toward your own understanding." But go ahead, bro.
It says Wisdom of Solomon 6:20.
Mm-hmm.
Start at 17 now.
Yeah, come on, of course. It says Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 17. For the very true beginning of her is the desire of discipline, and the care of discipline is love.
Because in order for you to rule, you got to learn to govern yourself.
You gotta learn how to. And what do they say in every every Japanese playbook? Thou must conquer thyself before thou conquer a kingdom.
So you gotta be real with yourself.
You gotta conquer your own emotions.
Yeah.
Your own,
So if I may add, you know what I'm saying, you can't know how to do something unless you get enlightened first on how to do it. So that's why it's all about the wisdom. You want the power of a God, but you don't want, you don't want to have the understanding of a God.
Sure.
What you gotta go
You know
through,
what I
that's
mean?
what you just said it, the discipline.
Right.
That's key right there, because the discipline hurt.
Yeah, it does.
You know what I'm saying? It do hurt, man. When you become indisciplined, because it's like something you're not used to. But you gotta fix it in your mind, you know what I'm saying, to work on it. You know what I'm saying? So that you can get used to it. So you become disciplined. That's what, for lack of better words. Like say for instance, playing basketball, you a right-handed guy. So you dribble right-handed all the time. And then eventually you learn, being a right-handed, everybody can pick you off that way. Because they already know your game. So now you got to learn how to become left-handed. You know what I'm saying? So you work with your left hand, with dribbling, you know what I'm saying, crossing over, shooting, switching, you know, all of those cool things, man, you know, to make you a better player. You know, and it's the same thing in the spirit. You know, you gotta, you know, work at it, man. You gotta fight, you know, you gotta tell yourself, no, not tonight. Because your flesh is used to being a certain kind of way, you know, and getting what it want. And you gotta say, no, I'm not gonna do that. And you gotta constantly, consistently telling yourself that to get built up, you know what I'm saying, to the point where it's not, you know, weird feeling no more. It's natural.
It's natural. Second nature.
Second nature.
Con.
And you know, and that's the thing about fighting a good fight of faith. You know, it's a thing where you got to be conditioned through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. You got to get conditioned. Because if you ain't got the conditioning, if you don't work at it, you're going to get defeated.
That's
Or
the
else
point.
how will you achieve it?
Exactly. How
You're
you
not-
achieve it.
You're
Yeah.
not practicing it, so how can you achieve something?
Beautiful.
Exactly.
Con, yep.
And then it says the care of discipline is love, because then you love to do it. I mean, like a woman, like you love a woman, so you love
Yep.
like when you love something, you attend to it.
Yeah.
That's the first thing on your mind. When you love something, that's the first thing on your mind. Let me go ahead and get back to it.
And you learn to ultimately love yourself in the process.
Con.
Because what discipline is, whom do it start with? It starts with you.
Yeah, that's how we know that ignorance is not bliss.
Yep.
But-
Because you can't get enlightened in ignorance. You can't grow.
But I was going to say this too, though, because too, even with all of that discipline and getting disciplined through the spirit, you know, because you believe, man, the Lord make it easy for us. So, you know, and then he give you the faith, you know what I'm saying, and the strength, you know, to get past all of that, man. But you got to be proven first, tried, you know what I'm saying, going through the fire, you know what I'm saying. But eventually, hey, man, look, the Lord, he'll end up making it easier and easier for you because you're a true believer. You know, it's like, it's hard, but it ain't hard. You know what I'm saying, for the lack of better words.
So how you gonna have a goal,
Mm-hmm.
but you make not any steps to get to it?
Exactly. And that step is discipline.
That's it. That's it. Discipline.
Okay.
It says, verse 17, for the very true beginning of her is the desire of discipline.
Mm.
The care of discipline is love. And love is the keeping of her laws and the giving heed unto her laws is the assurance of incorruption.
Cause look, when you love somebody, what do? You show them you love them.
Yep.
You know, you don't just, you know what I'm saying, say it out of your mouth. You actually do something for them to show it. You might buy them a gift, you know, or you might do something really nice for them or whatever. And it's the same thing with serving the Most High by being obedient.
That's the point. Okay.
You know.
It's the next verse. It says, and incorruption maketh us near unto God.
Yep.
Therefore, desire of wit.
Yep.
It says, therefore, the desire of wisdom bringeth into a kingdom. Because you gotta understand, like exactly what the brothers were speaking about. Desire of discipline. Discipline is the knowing how to a brother get 1 Peter 1:12.
Hey, the Lord said it best. He said the flesh is weak. Hey, but the spirit willing.
Yeah, it says with the desire, the
Yeah.
desire of discipline brings into a kingdom.
That's it.
Therefore, the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom.
Cause we don't see, and that's the thing though. You don't fight with the
Yeah.
flesh. We don't. We ain't gonna get into the kingdom fighting with the flesh.
Well,
Hey, it's a spiritual fight. It's a mind thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, it's beautiful.
it said, 22, it said, therefore give diligence because, they call it election short.
That's in Peter.
The first Peter 1 and 12?
I think it's First Peter 1 and
9 or 12?
10 or something like that.
10.
Second Peter's 1 and 10.
Yeah.
10. I said 12.
Yep.
It's like, yeah, I said 12. I meant 10. It's like, go ahead, you can go ahead and get that.
Alright, this is 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 10. Wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if you do these things, you shall never fall.
God, we give diligence to be able to call in election sure because we want to make our diligence. You know, we want to make the Lord look upon our diligence. Just exactly like how we're reading and Wisdom of Solomon. Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 20. Therefore, it says, therefore the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom. If their delight be with thrones and scepters, O ye kings, people, honor wisdom, that ye may reign forevermore. As for wisdom, what she is and how she came up, I will tell you, and will not hide her mysteries from you. See, her mysteries is not hid from us because Yahweh Shai, and you know, it's beginning with Yahweh Shai, not necessarily before not necessarily the New Testament, but even before the New Testament. You know, the Lord has been giving us mysteries since He's been given to the prophets beforehand, with Isaiah and Moses, you know, and Jeremiah.
Yeah, that's how we have a reference to, you know what I mean, to the scriptures, you know, to the things that the Lord said.
Exactly, like Romans 15 says, it's like, I forgot exactly what it says, but to continue on, it says, as for wisdom, what is she, and how she came up, I will tell you, and will not hide her mysteries from you, but will seek her out from the beginning of her nativity, and her bringing forth knowledge from her light, and when I pass over the truth. It's the same thing Yahweh Shai said to his disciples, man. It's, you know, like you said, Yahweh Shai, he said, what day will Yahweh come? He said, well, the day my Father will come, I do not know.
You got Romans 15 for you if you want it.
Is the 15? This is
4.
that's the one.
Whatsoever things were written before were written for our learning.
It's like reading my
Before
mind.
time, so I could
Go ahead.
let me read it over. Romans 15 verse 4, for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
And we might have hope. So we don't have to necessarily be there for people, for us to learn the lessons that King David learned, that Moses learned, that our forefathers have learned, but we read their lessons in order for us to adopt it, for us to adopt their lessons. So we don't know their wisdom, but we also know their wisdom. So you have to understand it, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It says, now of the Most High, now, it says, now the God of our patience and consolation grant you to be like-minded one toward another according to Hamashiach Yahushai, that ye may with one mind and one mouth glorify Yahweh, even the Father of our Lord Yahushai Hamashiach.
With one mouth and one Lord, glorify our power, Yahweh Shai and Mashiach. Like, because Yahweh Shai was there from the beginning with Moses, all right, and after that with King David, and then after that with Ezekiel, after that with Jeremiah. So he was always there. So he was working for us even before he was here. And then when he was here, he knew who he already had. So the Lord is already working those same miracles he already worked from aforetime. The things that are written aforetime are written for our learning. So we have to understand that in the times that we prophesy in. So we make these videos, and we make these lessons. All right, every brother here, every brother listening, we make these videos, we make these lessons, but we have to believe these lessons. See, we may be a part in those days. We gotta think upon the future. We gotta think upon Jacob's trouble. We gotta think upon the future. We may be alone in those days, but the Lord is gonna come for us just like he did Daniel, just like he did Ezekiel, just like he did Isaiah and Jeremiah, just like he did Moses, man. The Lord's gonna make miracles for us, even if we are alone. Even if you get caught up in concentration camps. If you get caught up in a concentration camp and you are alone and you're not around brothers, you may be like in the book of Acts, like Peter and John. You may be bringing brothers in. You know, you may be bringing other brothers in, like, oh, I know the truth. That's not the truth. We really in this because of this and that third. And they may believe. It's like the thief next to Yahweh Shai. So we have to believe that thing. Like, hey, bro, nobody was healed unless they believed. Nobody was healed unless they believed. So we have to believe those things. And that's the times we're coming upon.
Because what the scriptures say, faith without works is dead.
Bro, faith without works is dead, bro. We have to believe those things, bro.
That's it.
We have to believe the things that Yahweh Shai have said can happen again.
Yep.
The Lord bring great miracles when we walk through the desert. When our forefathers walked through the desert, man, the Lord has brought great miracles. We have to believe that the Lord will bring them again. Just based off us believing in the scriptures. There is definitely evidence that the Lord has done these things. But people can also combat us on those. So we have to have faith. This is like 2 Ezra 2. We have to have faith. We are those chicks that have never seen the Lord's miracles. We are those chickens that have never seen the Lord's grace, but we believe it. And upon our belief, he said, "What do you believe that thou art healed?" He said, your leg is not, your blindness is not healed. At least thou believe is healed. He said, I believe it's healed. Bro, it said people brought people. It said that the citizens brought people so that the apostles can pass by them. That's how much faith they had. So how much more us? The apostles are in our forefront. Traveling the world, man. Traveling the four corners of the earth. To meet us. To meet us, man. I'm not just saying this, bro. I'm not just saying this. I'm just saying that the apostles are actually traveling. They're traveling. You gotta understand, bro. Traveling is not it's not an easy feat. You gotta go through trains, luggage, and they're older men in their 50s. You know what I'm saying? They're actually making an effort to see us. You gotta actually believe, like, man, this is the apostle in the olden days. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta understand that the Lord is for us, bro. The Lord is for us. He's with us. Even, I want you to cherish these words that I'm saying. I don't know who may be alone in those days. I might be alone in those days. But you gotta understand the Lord worked miracles. Is anything too hard for the Lord? Is anything too hard for the Lord, bro? And that was in the days of Abraham, bro. That was in the days of Abraham. That was in the days of Genesis. Shit. Is anything too hard? Sarah said, should I give birth in my old age? The angel said, is anything, thou laugh in thy heart. But is anything too hard for the Lord? Bro, is anything too hard for the Lord? He created the foundation of the earth. You have to understand, bro. No matter how long
He created everyone.
I speak upon every brother in this
Mhm.
room. If you are alone in that day, you have to have in your mind, is anything too hard for the Lord? Nothing is hard for the Lord. He created the foundations of the earth.
Yeah, pretty simple.
Yeah, this is Hebrews 11:6. But without faith, it is impossible to please him.
Mm.
For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him.
Diligently. I got nothing to say. That's all I got to say.
Cause why? Cause you gotta find a way.
You got to be diligent.
You gotta be diligent. Cause what diligent person gonna do, they're gonna be trying to find the correct way to walk in. We just talking about that a little while ago. You know, cause when you diligent, you're gonna be like, help, man, help me,
Help me.
help me. You're gonna be screaming for help,
You'll be begging.
begging it, being diligent. You know, trying to find the correct way to walk in. You know, instead of just well, hey, they'll look out for me.
If I may,
Go ahead.
did not our apostles, before the apostles,
Yeah.
beg? Did not King David beg? When you
Yeah.
when you actually read the scriptures, did not King David beg? Did
So-
not he like, Lord, I know that you have me. I need you to be with me. And then he gave him a sign. Did not the judges in the book of Judges beg?
To pray.
Give me a sign. He said, give me a sign that you are with me. And the Lord gave him a sign.
Yeah.
It's going to be the same thing. Like, Lord, I need you to be with me. I need you. I need you, Lord. I have no help without you.
Yeah,
He going to come for us, bro.
that's it.
Depending on your faith. It said, without faith, it is impossible to please him. And he asked every man that healed him, do you have faith that I can heal you? He said, I have faith. And he healed them. And then they tried to throw him in prison because he healed them. Based off their faith, man. That's
Because when you have diligence, you continue on. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
So, and it shows you have trust. Because if you didn't have trust, then why would you keep
Exactly.
pursuing it?
Mm.
And
What happened to the man in Acts when he was?
because the Lord did what though? For that, He loved indeed.
He loved his people.
Indeed.
Hey, absolutely.
Yep, indeed. Basically,
And that's how we know.
yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Because love is the action word. We gotta do the same thing.
Yep.
Same thing. We gotta produce forth action, and just instead of giving Lord the Most High and His Son lip service. You know, you don't want to fall into the category with the heathen. All right.
You got anything else?
And nobody got anything else. We're gonna go ahead and wrap up.
I'll grab this real quick.
Go ahead, brother.
It's St. John 3, verse 18.
Mm-hmm.
He that believeth is not condemned, but he that believeth not. So like he that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already, because he hath not believed in the name of the only begotten Son, Yahweh.
Because he ain't believing in the name of the only begotten Son, man. And what would cause you not to believe in the name of the only begotten Son?
Satan.
You know,
Satan.
Satan.
And with that name comes
Yep.
what? A reputation,
Yep.
an image,
Yep.
a particular behavior that you gotta be in.
You know what the first step is that cause you not to believe in that? Doubt.
I'm about to say faithlessness.
Faithlessness. You believe like, what if he not? Like, what if he just? It's doubt, bro.
What if we're not the Israelites?
What if
What
he
if-
doesn't come in this time?
What if we're just really Africans
You got that-
and the Mexicans and
You got that
Puerto
what if
Ricans?
demon, bro.
Yep. The what if?
See,
what
like
if
it's like
demon,
people
yep.
like people around pastors. It's like that. You got that what if demon. I'm in my bag. I'm by my bed.
Them niggas crazy. But is it more to that, bro? We finna wrap up.
Yeah, it says, and this is the condemnation that light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light because their deeds were evil.
Cause why? Cause look,
Absolutely.
hey, the Lord brought the light, man, to enlighten you through the Spirit, man, to quicken you, man, to give you wisdom and knowledge, so you can have a full understanding on how to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability. instead of having a stony heart.
Stony.
Through the Spirit, the Lord's given us a fleshly heart, man. You know, because the words are living. And basically, He's teaching us how to apply it. The law, statutes, commandments to the best of our abilities right now, in this time. You know, because we can't fully keep them now. Because if we did, man, the LGBT, whatever, the alphabet, it'd be just an L, probably a broken L. And it should be demolished by now. But we ain't in, you know, we can't do that right now. We save up on the grace. Because that's in the law.
We'll be through.
We'll be through.
We'll be through, bro.
Through, right?
That's
All
it.
of us, bro.
Yep.
All of
It
us.
said we would be like in
Yep.
Let it come out.
You got more?
It says, for everyone that doeth evil hateth the light, neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved.
Because they don't want to be corrected.
Because they're evil.
Yeah.
And they got a lot of pride. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, niggas out here like, man, there's nothing wrong with me. That's their whole mentality. A nigga be dead, no, sick with a sickness. And it's because his pride, he won't say anything. He just fucking croak and die. And that's exactly how these niggas is.
Then hate himself.
They gonna stay in that darkness because of that thick ass pride, man. But see, a humble person, a person of humility, they gonna run to the light. You know what I'm saying? Because they gonna be wanna be made whole. They're gonna wanna be made better. They're gonna wanna be healed. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Lord looking for, man. Them that wanna be healed, man.
That's right. Exactly.
You know, from sickness of sin.
Says,
Yep.
but he that doeth truth cometh to the light,
Yep. They do truth come to the light. Go ahead.
that his deeds may be made manifest.
Manifest.
Hey, so, hey, Lord, show me what I'm doing wrong.
Exactly.
Yep.
You know, so I can fix it, or you can fix it, so I can. That they are right in Yahweh.
Made right. Rot. I mean, made right. Rot. Mean made right. That they are made right in Yahweh. So I can atone. The Day of Atonement. So that I may fast. So that I may do the work. So that I may encourage Akim. So that I may do the things that are fruits of the Spirit in Yahweh. And this brother went the fruit of the Spirit the other day.
Okay. That was it on that? That we're gonna give all praises and glory and honor to that will honor to our apostles and our elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and salutations to the Akim out here laboring in this truth, the truth and sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.
Wa Abba Ba.
Abba. Chemotherapy 2023.
Sue.
I stole it.